Hello, everyone. My name is Jimmy, and welcome back to The Last Lap. In this episode, Matthew and I are going to be breaking down everything that happened from Road America this weekend. We had an Xfinity race and a Cup race we're going to talk about with you guys. But before we hop into it, just want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button. It really does go a long way. You can hit that like button as well. And you can also check us out on Instagram at The Last Lap News. We try to post some highlights and breaking news on there throughout the week as well, in between YouTube videos. As always, like I said, I have my friend and co-host Matthew on the show, and if you guys can't tell by what I'm wearing, I'm in a pretty good mood today. The shirt just came in the mail yesterday. I wore it today. Must have been good luck or something. But Matthew, how you feeling about Road America? I know it was an up and down weekend for you, but you were able to at least get something out of it. So how are you feeling leaving Road America going into Atlanta next week?
Well, I'm going to stand up here first for one moment. I want to congratulate Chase Elliott here for winning his first actual race today at Road America. As we all know what happened Circuit in the Americas, that absolute... You know what? Oh, goodness. I'm already going to get a lot of heat for saying that. Okay, let's just get this going.
Really quick, I'm just gonna say that Coda win was redemption for the Daytona Road Course. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But we're gonna talk about.
This is not gonna be a good day.
We're gonna talk about the Xfinity race first. That was on Saturday. Oh, happy July 4th to everybody! By the way, almost forgot. We're recording this on the day after the race, which is July 4th. So happy 4th of July to everybody. Hope everybody is enjoying their 4th of July, and as always, thank you to the service members who let us do this, let us talk NASCAR and everything. So thank you to the service members and everything, and shout out America. Whoop, whoop, go America. But we're going to talk about the Xfinity race first. That was on Saturday, like I said, and Kyle Busch would win, but it was not an easy win for Kyle Busch. There was a restart. I think it was the start of stage 2. He turned himself he kind of cut across Justin Allgaier's nose and spun out coming off of turn 3. I'm pretty sure it was turn 3, and he was able to come back and win. So him and Ty Gibbs both had up and down days. They were both up at the front, and then obviously that happened to Kyle, and Ty Gibbs had a restart violation, so they both fell all the way to the back. Will make their way back up to the front, but Ty Gibbs would have a transmission issue with, I think it was about 10 or 11 laps left. Unfortunately, that took him out of the race. Bunch of pit strategy in the Xfinity race. That was kind of surprising, even though the Cup race today didn't have much pit strategy, but the Xfinity race did, with when people were pitting and fuel strategy and all that kind of stuff. But Kyle Busch would make his way up through the field on a restart with, I believe it was like 5 laps to go, and he was able to take the lead and drive away. I honestly didn't think Kyle had the car to win. I think Austin Cindric and AJ Allmendinger had the two cars to beat, but they were caught up in some issues. I know Austin Cindric was involved in an accident, and don't remember what happened to Allmendinger, but Kyle Busch, kind of the right place at the right time there, and ended up stealing the Xfinity win. His 4th one of the season. He's 4 for 4 in the Xfinity Series now. He'll be going to Atlanta next week to run his final Xfinity race of the season and possibly his career. We're still not exactly sure what he's going to do after this season, but Matthew, what do you say about Kyle Busch winning another Xfinity race? Let me just stand and clap for Kyle Busch winning his 4th Xfinity race of the year. There you go. How do you feel about that? You're welcome.
Man, you got me on that one. Oh, jeez. You got me on that one. Okay. Enough of the pettiness. So, it's like 2 weekends in a row in any series that Kyle had to go through some type of problem. Like, he spun out during the race, and he went off-roading like later on, and next thing you know, he got a lucky caution. And we didn't really have the best car today, but we were there at the right time, and he was able to win 4 for 4 now, and next weekend will be probably his final Xfinity start, and I'm pretty sure that will be it for him. So I think he's going to go 5 for 5 next week, and just the way it's been going. But But yeah, it was a pretty good race.
It'll be interesting if they have another cool M&M's paint scheme. They've been killing it the past few weeks, so hopefully they go out with a bang here in this final one, if it is indeed his final Xfinity race. But yeah, Kyle, once again, not an easy Xfinity win. He didn't just go out there and dominate and lead it the whole time. He had to earn it. He spun out, and he ran off in the kink in turn 11 as well in the Xfinity race. So definitely not an easy win for Kyle Busch, but he's able to fight through it, get another Xfinity win. And now we're going to talk about the Cup race that was today on Sunday, July 4th. And transmissions and like part failures were a big thing, even in the Xfinity series. Like I said with Ty Gibbs today, Daniel Suarez had an issue, and Austin Cindric also had an issue. Daniel Suarez probably a transmission issue, and then Austin Cindric had some type of suspension or some other type of issue as well with his car. So, and Austin Cindric was up there in the lead in stage two. Him and Matt DiBenedetto were going at it back and forth, and I was really surprised to see both of those guys up at the front of the field duking it out like that. AJ Allmendinger was up there too at first for a little bit. I know he started third, so really good runs for those guys to start the race, but unfortunately Austin Cindric would have that mechanical issue. And Matty D had a good short run car, but he just collapsed as the long run kept going on. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, both our guys, had to start in the back for this race. Chase Elliott got screwed by like the whole NASCAR format thing with the thing in qualifying, where he went out twice to try. He went out to try and run a lap twice for qualifying, and there was a red flag because of slow cars on the track. So unfortunately, he couldn't get a timed lap. I think they need to look at that a little bit to figure out how they could do that a little bit better. But at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. But still, for other drivers who did get kind of screwed by the whole red flag thing. But that's enough about that. But Chase Elliott had to start in the back, and Kyle Busch did as well because he spun out in practice, had to go to a backup car. So they both made their way up through the field pretty quick. In stage one, I know they were at least top 10. I think Kyle Busch pitted before there's a bunch of pit strategy in this race too. People would pit before the end of the stages, so they would be out front at the restart and all of that kind of stuff. Tyler Reddick won a stage as well. He won stage 2. He had a really good car today. He was up front around top 5, top 10 most of the day, so good run for him. In stage 3, Chase Elliott took the lead for the first time, and there was a caution with 20 laps to go. At that point, he finally found his rhythm and was starting to click laps off. He was just slowly but surely checking out on the field. Chase was first, Kyle Busch was second. Caution comes out for a car going off the track. Everybody pits. Ryan Blaney and Eric Almirola actually were able to pit before the caution came out, so they started on the front row. And then Chase Elliott lost the lead on pit stops. He went from first to third, so he restarted fifth. And on that restart, Kyle Busch got up to the lead pretty quick, and Chase Elliott got through to second. And Chase Elliott was able to take the lead from Kyle Busch on that lap, and those final 15 laps or so were just clicking off laps for Chase Elliott left and right, just absolutely blistering the pace. He got out to like a 5 or 6 second lead. Christopher Bell passed Kyle Busch for second. But yeah, Chase Elliott finally able to get some momentum going. The last road course was good. Like, it was good at Sonoma, but he didn't win. He didn't have the best car there. And today I was like, okay, I think we're finally back. Got some momentum going. In the back of my mind, I'm like, Kyle Larson, who? Like, Kyle Larson was the favorite going into this race? Like, what? So I thought that was good to see Chase Elliott kind of reassert his dominance here on these road courses moving forward. So that's all I got to say about the Cup race for now. I'll bring up the top 10 for you guys in just a second. But, Matthew, what do you have to say about Road America?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but he can win on road courses, but there's only one road course in the playoffs, so he needs to still catch up with his other 300 drivers on any of the other tracks. As we know, Larson's still dominant on all those tracks. William Byron's still one of the most consistent drivers out in the Cup Series. And also Alex Bowman is basically the new closer now. Mr. Where did he come from? So he still needs to work on those tracks, not just road courses. But other than that, it was a pretty decent race. I really thought AJ Allmendinger would be up there a little bit more, like also Cindric was, but he was up there like the first stage, and he kind of disappeared off after that. So I thought he would be up there. Christopher Bell up there was also pretty nice to see. He hasn't really been like up there that much since his win at Daytona Road Course, so it's nice to see Christopher Bell up there. It's man, it's hard for Suarez too, because he was really close to the cut line too coming in. Now he's out of the top 20, and Mike DiBenedetto's basically up there now taking his spot, like near the cutoff line. So that playoff cut line's getting really tight. So we cannot wait to see the next few races how that cut line goes with Kurt Busch, Chris Buescher, Stenhouse, Ross Chastain, Matt DiBenedetto, and who knows, the two new teams going at it too as well. So it'll be interesting to see that the last few races coming up. And let's see, I'm trying to think if there's any more. Man,
all four Joe Gibbs cars finished in the top 10, just so you know. So that's another positive for
I didn't even know
you guys.
But that was crazy that last few laps with Bowman spinning out Larson. That's a teammate, man. I mean, that was crazy right there too as well. But that's all I really have to say about this race.
Yeah, it was crazy. Bowman locked it up out. He said he didn't have much brakes left, and pile drove Kyle Larson and basically took him out in turn 5. It was kind of funny, even as a Hendrick driver. It was kind of funny to see that. But yeah, it was definitely one of the highlights of the race. Oh, also, like, Chase Elliott with his like victory lap, like he did like a whole victory lap around this 4-mile track, did a burnout on the front stretch, drove all the way back around to turn 5 where he was supposed to be the first time, and where he missed it. He didn't know he was supposed to go there. Finally got out of the car, did an interview there, did another burnout there for the fans, blew his tires, rear tires, and then he had to get pushed all the way back around the track to the front stretch, and then they had to change the tires so he could drive to victory lane. So, like, they were joking that it was like Elio Castroneves winning the Indy 500 with the longest celebration award. So I thought that was pretty funny. But that just shows how Chase is such a people guy. Like, he's the fan favorite, but like he appreciates the fans. He doesn't come in and like brag about it or anything. Like, he respects the fans and gives them what they wanted. They wanted him to do another burnout, so he did another burnout, even though it took 20 minutes for him to get back around the track. But like, Chase is a man of the people. He loves the fans, and like, he takes that most popular driver award seriously, and it's cool. Like, he's not cocky about it or anything. He's passionate about it, humble about it, and gives the fans what they want. But
so you're saying all drivers are humble with their celebrations too? I mean, you see drivers giving checker flags to the fans. You see drivers high five, and the kids are up there as well. Just saying. I'm just
saying he takes the most popular driver role, and we
all know why he's most popular driver, but I'm not going to get in that discussion. Anyways, let's get in top 10.
So Chase Elliott obviously gets the win. First place, Christopher Bell second. He was able to pass Kyle Busch relatively late in the race, and Kyle Busch will finish third. Kurt Busch fourth, a great run for him and Chip Ganassi Racing. His teammate would finish further down in the top 10 as well, so great run for those Chip Ganassi cars, even with the announcement that they were going to be bought out at the end of the season. So great run for both of those cars. Denny Hamlin finished fifth. Chase Briscoe sixth, really great run for him. He finally had a good run. I know he was good on the road courses in the Xfinity series, so it was good to see him finally get a good run and get a top 10 for him. Ross Chastain 7th, the other Chip Ganassi Racing driver. Tyler Reddick 8th, a great day for him, especially with the points and getting him further above that cut line. Martin Truex Jr. finished 9th, and Matt DiBenedetto finished 10th. So great run for him, even though he didn't have the best long run car, but great run for him nonetheless. And also about the playoffs, so Kurt Busch is 25 points above the cut line, and then for the regular season championship, that is only a 3-point gap between Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. So that'll be interesting in these final few races to see who will get that regular season championship and get those extra 15 playoff points moving forward. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say about Road America. Do you have any closing thoughts before we wrap this episode up?
Well,
Oh, we have to do our other stuff too, but go ahead and give me your thoughts.
well, I mean, I have nothing much to say after that. I mean, congrats to Chase Elliott. It was pretty good. Good race for him. I mean, it's great that he won. I just don't like. I just absolutely despise his fans. Is all. I already know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this video because of that, but I just don't like his fans. I mean, I can watch him only once. Except you.
Me.
Except you. Yeah.
You like me.
Pause. I mean, yeah, you get what I mean. But
no homo.
Yeah, let's just get the ratings going.
Yeah, you could go ahead and rate it first. Go ahead and tell me what you're gonna rate it.
Okay. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I thought there was some good moments here and there. I thought there were some moments that were, kind of forgettable. So, I think it was better than Sonoma this year. But I thought Circuit Americas was just a teeny bit better. I still think Daytona Road Course has been the best road course race this year so far. So 6 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7. I thought it was a really good. I love Road America. I'm so glad that the Cup Series finally came to this racetrack and finally raced there. Apparently they raced there once in like the 50s or something, so it wasn't technically the inaugural race there, but it felt like it just because of how long they haven't been there. But yeah, I really liked the race. I loved how tires were a really big factor there. You could just see by the end of the race the drivers were just hanging on, trying to just get those cars to the finish line because the tires are basically gone. So I think there's a little room for improvement here as well. I think that hopefully they can bring a little bit of a better tire so we can get a little bit better racing, and teams need to do some research with the mechanical aspect of things as well, because there were quite a few transmission failures and other mechanical aspects that failed. So a little bit of research, and hopefully we can get a better Road America race next year. But I thought it was a really good debut race for Road America, and I look forward to the rest of the road courses for this season too. So we'll go ahead and do our fantasy points as well. We'll update you guys on those. I got 1 point for picking Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series, and Matthew got 2 because he picked Chase Elliott as his second pick. So that now has the points at, I believe it's 28-16 now. I'm pretty sure the numbers will be up there by our heads, but in case I'm wrong, they're right there. But yeah, heading into Atlanta next week, that'll be maybe Kyle Busch's final Xfinity race, Chase Elliott going back home to Atlanta. So 2 good things that we're looking for this weekend going into Atlanta. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. We appreciate your guys' support. We'll be out with our Atlanta preview later this week, but until then, we will see you guys in the next video.